What's up, guys? Scotty2Hockey here, aka the average hockey fan once again. And with the preseason finally coming to an end, the regular season just around the corner, I put together what I think will be the opening night lineup for the Montreal Canadiens in the first game of the regular season, the lineup that will be on the ice. Now, this could change throughout the season. I'm not saying this is going to be the roster the whole year for the Habs, but this is what I think will be the opening night lineup, especially judging from what I've seen from the preseason so far. On the top line, by no means should we break up the top line from last year. It was one of the best 5-on-5 top lines in the East, in my opinion. We had Tatar, Deneau, Brendan Gallagher. All of them had career highs last year in points. All of them had career highs in plus-minus last year. Deneau had Selke votes, so we should keep that lineup together. Jonathan Drouin hasn't been the best in the preseason, but I do not think he should be a bottom six player. He had 53 points last year. He's going to be crucial to our power play. We need to get this player going. Put him on the second line with Domi and a very young, promising right wing in Suzuki. I know Suzuki is listed as a center. A lot of people want to see him as a center in Montreal, but I think he would be better suited as a winger. Hasn't looked out of place at all in the preseason. 3 points in 3 games, 3 assists. Got nothing but good things to say for Nick Suzuki. I think he's a lock to make the team. On the third line, we have the All-Finland line, same line that played together a bit for last year. Got broken up due to injuries and some poor play in certain games. We have Lehkonen, who's looked good in the preseason. KK, who's been a bit off in the preseason, but I think will be better. And Armia. On the fourth and final line, we have Nick Cousins, Ryan Poehling, who I think will be higher in the lineup eventually. He's had some concussion issues. He's coming off concussion protocol. I think he'll be good to go for the opening game and eventually slot higher in the lineup. And on his wing, we have Jordan Wheel, who looked really good with Ryan Poehling in the preseason so far. On the defense, we have Mete and Weber as the top line. Mete had 13 points last year, but was a plus 17. Complements Weber well. Weber had 33 points, was a plus 15. On the second line, we have newly acquired Ben Sherratt. He's looked all right in the preseason. He hasn't looked the best. He's a good net front presence. I'd like to see more from him in the regular season. But we also have the offensive dynamo on his right side, Jeff Petrie, who had 46 points last year, but was a -5, needs to pick it up on the defensive end. We have a very good young player on the third line on the right side, Cale Fleury. I think he's looked excellent in the preseason so far. 27 points last year in Laval, 1 point in 4 games in the preseason. I like what I've seen from Cale Fleury. And on his left side, we have an excellent young player from last year, Brett Kulak, who I think will be a big impact player this year for Montreal. I don't think he's going to slot up in the lineup due to the addition of Sherratt, but I think he'll do a lot of things that the Habs will need this year from Brett Kulak. Now, obviously, the starting goaltender has to be Carey Price. He's rocking Montreal. He was solid last year with a .918 save percentage, a 2.49 goals against. He had 35 wins and 66 starts, and backing up him is 30-year-old Keith Kincaid, acquired this year from the New Jersey Devils, acquired this offseason, from the New Jersey Devils. He's 6'3", 190 pounds, in 41 games played last year. He didn't have the best numbers, don't get me wrong. He had 15 wins, 18 losses, 6 overtime losses, with a 3.36 goals against and a .891 save percentage. So not much better numbers than Niemi, but he was on a far worse team, and he did play a lot more games. He shouldered a heavier workload, in my opinion. Now, the power play units, I'm not going to get too heavy into the power play units. I'm just going to discuss what I think should be the power play units to start the year. But if they don't mesh together, they should be broken up because they really need to get the power play going in Montreal. But on the first unit, I like Tatar, Domi, Galley, Weber, and Drouin. I think that would be a good first power play unit. On the second power play unit, I think we should slot a young player in there and give another defenseman a chance and have 2 defensemen on the second power play unit along with a young, good right winger in Nick Suzuki. On the second power play unit, I have Wheel, KK, Suzuki, Kulak, and Petrie. So I think Kulak and Petrie could do a good job working the points. I like Jeff Petrie's passing, his skating. I like Brett Kulak's shot, and he's not afraid to take the shot, so have 2 of those guys working the points. I think those are pretty good power play units. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and of course, have a great day. The season's just around the corner. Go Habs, go. Scotty2Hockey, over and out.